Hi, welcome to Trader Compass Technical Analysis Learning Program. We started our second series, How to Win Stock Market, especially for intraday. In that, we are discussing about support resistance levels yesterday. How to find where big money is sitting, or where our supporters are sitting, and where our opponents are sitting. That means where buyers are sitting and where sellers are sitting. How to identify that, and what is support level, what is resistance level, how we can take the advantage of it, how many types of support resistance levels are there. That is what we discussed. Let's brief this. This is what yesterday we discussed, right? As we studied yesterday, intraday trading is a zero sum game where neither money created nor destroyed. It can be only transferred from one person to another person who is skilled to who is unskilled to who is skilled, or who is less or low skilled to high skilled person. So it's a zero sum game, and only few of them are making money. Almost 95-98% of the people are losing money in intraday. Why? Because odds are against to intraday trader. Let it be he is a buyer or he is a seller, it doesn't matter. For both, even if he is an intraday trade buyer, odds are against to him. He is a seller, odds are against to him, right? This we discussed yesterday in detail. And retail traders cannot move the stock in any direction. They cannot move it in upward direction or downward direction. They can only participate in rally. That means they are only participants. They are not the makers. Okay, or else they may go against to the move. See, if big money is going upward direction and they are on short side, then they can go in other direction. So retail traders either participate in rally or go against to the rally, but they cannot decide where market has to go or where the stock has to go. That's the big money who is going to decide it. Now, if you are buying, then your team members will become buyers, and if you are selling, your team members will become sellers. So where bunch of your teammates are sitting, or the big people are sitting, if you are on buy side, then where more buyers are sitting, that level will become your stop loss level. Because if you lose, you may lose in hundreds or thousands or in lakhs, but if big people lose, they lose in crores. They never allow the stock to fall below their level. They try to hold it. So that's the reason we should be with the big money. Right? So where your team people are sitting, that level will become your support stop loss level, SL level, and you need to book your targets before to the level where your opponents are sitting. That's it. That means if you are on buying mode, okay, let's suppose you are on buying mode. Here big people are sitting for buying, and here big people are sitting for selling. Now you are here, the stock is here, so you can take an entry with an SL of where buyers are sitting or where your teammates are sitting, and you can book it as there are the opponents. So you can book it before, little bit before to that. Don't wait till the last moment. Okay, just before to that. That should be your target. So this is how you can decide your entry, exit, and SL. Entry should be as much close as possible to the stop loss. See, take it as low as possible so that your SL will be small. Even if you lose very small. When you win big amount, right? Where our supporters or opponents are sitting, those levels are known as support resistance levels. See, if your supporters are sitting, that means it is acting as support. They don't allow stock to fall below this level. So this will act as support level. Where your opponents are sitting, they don't allow stock to go above this level. So this will act as resistance. These are nothing but support resistance levels. SR are not 2. Support resistance levels are not 2. This is the same level which acts as differently according to the price of the stock or with respect to the price of the stock. Let's suppose if a stock is there and these are three different levels we could able to identify, then if the stock is going like this, A, B, C, D, then whenever stock try to cross B, it will act as resistance. It will not allow the stock to go up. Then again, but when it breaks, now the same B level will act as support, and if the stock tries to fall, it will push it up. So it will not allow fall. That means support resistance levels are not two levels, it is the same level. Same level can act as support, same level can act as resistance. If the stock is below to the level, then the level act as resistance. If the stock is above to this level, then it will act as a support. So whenever the stock goes high, the resistance level will become support level, and resistance level will jump to the next level. That means there now the sellers are sitting. Try to understand the logic, not go with the lines or kind of things. Okay, there will be a big fight between buyers and sellers are dominating. That's why it is as a resistance zone. Once sellers are evaporated or they give away to buyers, then it will become a support level. As simple as that. There are two different types of support resistance levels as we discussed. One is static and the other one is dynamic. Till now we covered yesterday. This is the yesterday class. Okay, now let's go back to our own class. Right, so we studied risk reward, we studied risk management and money management, we studied we are discussing about support resistance level, supply demand zones. There we are. Static levels are nothing but the horizontal lines which are drawn based on previous price action. Don't get confused by the nomenclature. Okay, I'll tell you how to do this. Static resistance or support levels are nothing but the horizontal lines which are very flat. Horizontal lines drawn by the previous price action or the old price history. Based on old price history, we draw certain lines. Those lines are known as static support resistance levels. Now what is dynamic support resistance levels? Dynamic support resistances are the few which you can discuss. Few will be coming with the calculations, few will be based on number theory, few will be based on your emotions. There are different kind of things. In that, dynamic support resistances, first trend lines will act as dynamic support resistances. Second, channels will act as support dynamic support resistances. Third, what we can call the pivot points. Pivot points, they can also act as support resistance. Next, Fibonacci levels can act as support resistance levels. Last but not least, there are few more are there. I don't want to name all. Moving averages, they also act as support resistance. Now what are they exactly, how to deal with them, that all we see today's session. Today we learn about drawing these horizontal lines first, and then trend lines, then channels, because we have pivot points one specific session, Fibonacci one specific session, and again for moving average. So for all these three we have different sessions. So today we deal with static support resistance, how to draw static support resistances, and how to draw trend lines, how to draw channels. This we see today. Now how to draw static support resistance? It's simple. If you are an intraday trader, I personally prefer to follow this. Again, it depends on you how you can take it. For positional, that means for a swing trade, I take weekly, daily and hourly. Three different kinds of time frames I use. So there is no hard and fast rule. You can go as comfortable in the way you want. Whatever the way you are comfortable, you can go ahead. For intraday, I use daily, again hourly, again 15 minutes start. 15 minutes start. So there is no hard and fast rule. Few people use 30 minutes time frame, few people use 2 hours time frame. It all depends on you, but I follow daily, hourly, 15 minutes. That is fair enough for me. I feel this is good enough. Okay, now any time frame, it doesn't matter. Only thing what you need to do, try to identify where stocks are taking reversals. Let's suppose if you look at this, what is this? Nifty Auto. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter what is the stock. Try to find, go back to some 1-2 months or 3-4 months back or 1 year back. See this kind of thing. Don't look at the present levels. Try to go back to previous chart. Yeah, this is good. Now try to draw a level where stock is facing support or resistance at number of times. Now if you look at this, there is no hard and fast rule. It can be 1 point here and there. See, if you look at this level, many times stock trying to come up and going, come down and going up, come down and going. So it's trying to come down, again it was pushed up. So this is one level. Now again, see, there is one level, right? And see what all I am checking. This is 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and in multi months time frame, this is almost in August 2016, February 2017, then August 2018. See, whenever this kind of things you see, that will become very strong, because some years together it is maintaining this level. 1 year, almost 10 months, 11 months, it is maintaining this level. So once it breaks, it will go down very badly. Okay, now just squeeze the chart. Nothing you need to do. Go to drawings, take horizontal, use it. If anybody is not having Zerodha kind of thing, then you can draw this in TradingView also. Okay, I'll do one thing. From tomorrow onwards, I'll teach you all this on TradingView, so that it is a common platform. You don't need to go with the brokerage kind of headaches also. I don't want to promote anything, so you better, I'll give it in a free platform. TradingView is a very good platform where you can use it for charting. Even investing.com or this Zerodha, these are all they are associated with TradingView only, so it will be better you go with the TradingView. Tomorrow onwards, I'll share how to draw those lines and all, and save it on tradingview.com. okay, now for today, let's see on this. See, only thing is, you just need to identify where the stock is hovering for a long time. See, this is one level, and then this one. See, here it is taken reversal, here reversal, here reversal, 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 reversal. So those many levels. See, this is acting as more strong. So what I'll do, I'll change the color and I'll use it in a different, so that I can feel this. Okay, this is very strong zone. This is how I make it, I make my charts more easy. Okay, and this is again very strong, so I'll mark it in pink. Right, now again, this is one more level. See how much struggle it has taken to break this level, but once it is broken, completely gone. That's how you can draw. There is no hard and fast rule. Only thing is, you open the chart and start drawing the lines. Once you finish drawing the lines, then come back and see present chart, how it is respecting. See how beautiful it is respecting. If anywhere it is coming like this mid of the candle, then try to adjust here and there. This is beautifully sitting on the line, then that's perfect. Don't need to change anything. That's perfect. If you look at this, there is a small minor adjustment need to be there. it like this. That's it. Perfect. Right? Let's draw it on one more chart. There is no hard and fast rule. Okay, it's very easy. Which one will take? Let's take Dr. Reddy's. This is Dr. Reddy chart. Daily time frame I am using. You can use any time frame according to you. I am drawing it daily time frame so that it can be very useful to you. Okay. First, what you need to do, squeeze the chart, make it closer, and then try to identify the level where it is taking reversal. See, this is beautiful. Again, this is also great. Perfect. And again, this one is good. In this one, see, if you look at here, there will be small ranges, but I am not marking them because that's a kind of, you know, small resistance. That's a small resistance. Okay, that's why when you are doing for intraday, you need to go for smaller time frame. When you are doing positional, you can go for higher time frame. Okay, and there it is. Beauty. Okay, so now let's see where Dr. Reddy is. Oh wow, where it is now? So it is in this particular level. This is there. Okay, now we go back somewhere close to this because there is also some small resistance. Let's see. Now it is in the zone. It's in a range of 4100 to 3800. So 300 points range is there. It is struggling to break that range. Okay, if it breaks higher side, it will go up. If it breaks lower side, it will come down to 3683 and then 3400. So that's how you can decide. Okay, now if you look at the chart, yes, there is a gravestone doji, a shooting star. It could not break it. Again, there is a kind of gravestone doji formation, but again high did not break, so the setup is still valid. It is looking to the downside. It is looking to the downside, but on Dr. Reddy there is a news, so don't touch it. Don't try to short it on Monday. Anything can happen in this stock. Okay, there is a big news. There is an approval for FDA regarding that COVID kind of things. I don't want to discuss here. Anyway, right, this is how you can go ahead. Now see, being a trader, don't jump into the fundamentals and don't tell me, sir, that stock is fundamentally strong, this stock is fundamentally weak. No, we are not investing, we are not investors, we are only hardcore traders. So just do it. You just look the price and chart, and based on that do it. Okay, so this is how you can draw support resistance levels. I'll draw it to one more stock and then I'll jump into the channels and trend lines. Okay, now which one shall I take? Anything where my study is not there. NIA Tech. There is no rocket science. Students used to ask me, sir, shall I draw it at the close or at the top, at the bottom? See, when you are using daily time frame, it doesn't matter. You can draw it based on where you can see. See, there is no hard and fast rule. Experience can make man perfect. Slowly you will improve. From the first day, you cannot draw exact levels. Okay. And in 15 minutes chart, try to use at the body endings. Try to use at the body endings. Okay, now this is one more, this is one more, this is one more. What else is there? See, I might have drawn these support resistance levels more than 10,000 charts till now. Okay, in my past 15-16 years. So for me it is very easy to draw, as it is habituated to me. Even if I put any line also, it will act as support resistance level. That much my hand is practiced. For you it will be little difficult. Try to read the chart like this. Okay, this is where one reversal, then again these two are taking reversal. Okay, then check it up whether it is matching to all the levels or not, and according to that adjust it. I'm telling this again and again, there is no hard and fast rule. So you may ask me, sir, why I cannot draw this here. Yes, you can draw this there, you can draw this here. It all depends on you. Slowly you will understand, okay, this is not working, this is working. One should jump into the swimming pool, then only they can become a good swimmer. Okay, it doesn't matter how many good books you read or what kind of good mentor is teaching you how to swim. You should jump into the water and swim, then only you can become a good swimmer. The same way you should draw by your own, then only you can become a good expert. Now see here, it's trying to take a reversal. So once it comes below 1186, it can go up to 1036. That is what exactly it is. So this is how you can draw support resistance levels. Now the same level which acted as support here, try to push it up, went up and coming down. If it is coming down, the same level where it acted as resistance here acted as support here. Now the same level which acted as support here in these three places acting as resistance here. This is all resistance zone, this is support zone, now again resistance zone, now this is acting as resistance, this is acting as support. So same level will act as both support and resistance based on where the stock is. Now if this comes below to this, it will come to this level. If it starts flying above to this, then it may go till this level. This will act as support and this will become resistance, right? That is how you should draw support resistance levels. Next one, this is over. Next one, trend lines. Before I teach you trend lines, I just want to tell you one more concept called trend. Now what is trend? We have three kinds of situations. One is uptrend, another one is downtrend, another one is sideways, or you people call it as a consolidation or stagnated, whatever. Okay, so there are three types of trend situations in the market: uptrend, downtrend and sideways. Now what is uptrend? Any stock, if it is moving, it will not go directly to the upward direction. You know the heart pulse, right? It will go in that way. See, like this. That is how it will go. Now if you closely observe, this is the low and this is the high, and whenever it is trying to make next low, the next low will be above to the previous low. That means higher low and the higher high. So if any stock is making higher highs and higher lows, if any stock is making higher high and higher low, then it is in uptrend. Unfortunately, most retail traders, they take a position here, they'll be waiting, it reaches the high, and the moment it starts coming back, they feel that it is coming back, it started falling, and they exit. Again it goes up, then they'll buy here again it starts coming, they exit. They think that why it is doing like this, whenever I take position the stock is coming down. No, it's not like that. Whenever you look at any stock, it will not be continuous straight line. No stock will go like this. It will have a pullbacks, small pullbacks, and slowly it will go up. So it is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Whenever any stock is making higher highs and higher lows, that stock is known as in uptrend mode. So the vice versa. If any stock is coming down, it will not come down straight away. It will come in step by step. That means when compared to previous high, it starts making lower high, and previous low, it starts making lower low, lower high, lower low. So if stock is making higher high and higher low, it's in uptrend. If the stock is making lower high and lower low, then it is in downtrend. I tell you this, guys, you go through this again and again 5-6 times so that you can understand it in a better way, especially for the freshers. Okay, this is making higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low. This is an uptrend. This is trying to make lower highs and lower low. Let's suppose this is 100, here it made 97, there 95, there 92. So it's slowly coming down. That means it is in downtrend. Whereas in case this, it's slowly climbing up 80, 85. The low here 80, here 85, here 90. So slowly climbing up. That means it is an uptrend. Then what is sideways? Sideways is nothing but the stock struck in between some range. So it's neither moving up nor moving down. It's in range. This is called range bound market or sideways market. That means the high will be same, the low will be same, more or less. It's not exact dot to dot value. It will be little here and there, but it will be in the same range. Then it is called a sideways market. Now if you look at any particular stock, let's suppose HDFC Bank, it can give you clear picture. Now see, if I look at this, from here to here, what is the trend? From here to here, high, low, high, low, high, low. But if you check these levels, see, this is low, this is high. High is 716. Next high, this is 785. Next high, 857. Next high, 902. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? This is the high I am talking about. It came from here to here. Then again, it went down and came up to here. So when compared to this high, 900 to 935. So this is climbing up. Higher high, it's making higher high and higher lows. If you compare to this low is high, again high, high. So it is making higher highs and higher lows. This kind of market is known as uptrend market. So in this case, HDFC is in uptrend. You can use it any time frame, hourly time frame. For intraday, hourly time frame is fair enough. Even 15 minutes also fair enough. 1 minute, guys. So this is uptrend. And what is this? If you look at this one, the stock is struck in specific range, 1080 to 1035. See, 1080, 1035, 1080, 1035, 1080, 1035, 1080, 1035, 1080, 1035. So it's struck in a range. Then this span almost from 11th 2018 to March 2019, 3-4 months. This is in sideways or range bound market in HDFC Bank. Then once this consolidation is over, it started going up, uptrend. Then this is downtrend. High, when compared to this high, this is lower high, lower high. So lower high, lower lows, downtrend. You can see it here, purely lower high, lower lows, pure downtrend. This is now again trying to come up this way. See, high, high, but the highs are not changing, so it is not even in uptrend. only low or higher lows, but highs are not changing. So this is not an uptrend, this is some other formation, which we are going to deal in next sessions. Okay, that is how you can able to identify whether the stock is an uptrend or downtrend or sideways. Is it clear till now? Right. Do one thing, I'll make one more video for this channels and trend lines. I don't want to make it in a hurry burry. Let's discuss in deep. But today you practice this horizontal lines, how to draw these horizontal lines, and try to identify the trend of the stock. Okay, which stock is in uptrend, which stock is downtrend. If you look at Tata Motors, what is the trend now? It is an uptrend or downtrend? Complete downtrend since 2016 onwards. 2016 August started downtrend, continuously downtrend, keep on falling. Okay, what happened to Abbott? Beautiful uptrend, beautiful uptrend for the past 2 years, since 2018. How nicely it is climbing. This is uptrend. So you try to identify, this is the consolidation or range bound market for 2 years. 2015, no, not even 2015, yes, 2015. Since 2015 to 2018, it is in the same range, that 1500 points range. But once this range is broken, from 2016 or 2018 to 2020, almost it made triple, from 5500 to 17500, 3 times it made the money. Okay, so I'll tell you how to catch these kind of peaks and all. We are there in About India. I'll tell you all these things. So at present, try to find the trend of the stock and how to draw these horizontal lines. Practice it today. Next video, most probably either today evening or tomorrow, I'll post it regarding these channels and trend lines. Okay, yes. Okay, so today we discussed about drawing horizontal lines and what is uptrend, what is downtrend, what is sideways. This is what we discussed. You practice this more and practice identifying the trend, which are the stocks in uptrend, which are the stocks in downtrend. If possible, try to identify 5 stocks in uptrend, 5 stocks in downtrend, and 5 stocks in consolidate mode, and send it to the Telegram personal ID in my personal window, which is shared in the description. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.